All right, here we're going to take a look at Noah's July 2015 athlete evaluation. Here we're going to see Noah at full speed, followed by half speed or 50%. And then again, we're going to see him here at 10% speed. And we're going to start at the top of his body and kind of work our way down, pointing out the things that we need to correct or fix, and then kind of go from there. So we'll take him forward a little bit, maybe about 5 or 6 yards out, and we'll make our first correction here. Stop it right here, and you'll notice here the purple line is to designate what center is. So his whole body should be aligned in that. If you actually can see, he's leaning out to the left. And what happens is, because his arms aren't right, he's got his left arm fully unhinged and extended, the right one's tucked in front. He's creating like an east-west motion with his body, which is making him go left or right of what square is. So we need to get him to have everything be squared up, shoulders squared up, hands going north and south, driving the elbow back versus unhinging and coming across the body. Something that we can probably correct relatively quickly. Taking him forward a little bit more, he's very tense when he runs. Any runner that's fast is always more relaxed, so he needs to kind of learn how to relax his upper body, especially his facial muscles and everything, and that'll help him out with his speed. He also has what we call low arm drive here. If you notice, this is the full extent of his arm drive. It goes up to about middle way of his chest. That hand should be outside the body, but then driving all the way up to the eye. So he's basically stopping himself from getting the maximum amount of momentum that he would have normally. Going forward again, we'll stop him right here. And again, you can see that improper lean angle. You can see how he's kind of tilted out, starting from the hip coming across. And then one of the other things that we need to address is he actually crosses his legs over. So just like a car, right lane, left lane, they kind of have their own lanes. The feet have their right lane and left lane. They need to stay inside of that. So he's actually crossing his feet over, tilting the knee, and you can see how it's bent at an angle. We need to have him drive that straight up, straight out, strike the ground, and then push straight back for his kick phase. So that's another thing that we need to address right away. And then the last thing we're going to kind of look at here is how his foot strikes the ground. If you notice here, he's striking the ground on his heels, leaning up over. That causes a low knee drive because he's pushing his knees down, but also that move right there is a very slow move when he strikes the ground with his feet. So we need to get him to flip that over, strike on the ball of the foot, and that'll help him drive the turf back with a lot more power and a lot more speed. These are all things that we can work on with him. It's just muscle memory and teaching him how to do it correctly, just staying consistent with his training, and we can fix this. It's a little bit more difficult for him because he is older, but it can be done. Here, I'm just going to implement a few frames so you can kind of look at it. These are world-class sprinters or runners, and you can take a look at their form and kind of see what we were trying to get at with him. You can see that the symmetry here is perfectly straight, knee drive straight, toes straight up, arms in an L shape. Here we go again. Arms in an L shape, elbows straight back, hands up to the eyes. If you notice, his face and his hands are totally relaxed. His knee drive is close to 90 degrees, extending out, striking on the balls of his feet. And here's another angle again that gives you that kind of picturesque running form there. So these are kind of things that we want to mimic for him, so that we can increase his speed. Now, the standing broad jump and the vertical are very important because if you have an athlete that can jump high and far, you have an explosive athlete. So we want to work on these things to help him out. He scored a 6-foot broad jump here. To give you an idea, the top NFL guys are doing like 10 feet and up, which is insane. Vertical leap, 18 inches. We'd like to definitely get this up into the 20s, but that all in all, that's not too bad of a score. Help him out with his form here. We could probably get him a few more inches just getting his technique correct. That's a lot of this too, is just having the right form and technique on these things, and it makes a big difference. So we're gonna kind of push him forward again here, and we're gonna take a look at his lateral speed. He was able to score 15 reps on his lateral speed, which means he can cover 15 reps of 5 yards in 30 seconds. And there's a couple form things we want to work on here. All in all, not too bad, but we can definitely increase this by another couple reps, I believe, if we work with him for a while. And lateral speed is very important, especially on the soccer field. Having that quickness is going to help him out a lot. We're going to take a look at his overall stats right here. And you'll notice on the stats here, push-ups 41, which is a good score. Sit-ups 25, that's a little below where he should be. Plank time 112, so we definitely want to work on his core strength. He should be a lot stronger there. One leg 37 is not bad. We just need to work on his balance. Lateral speed again is decent. So his scores aren't bad. I just know we can make him a lot better, especially that we're going to look at those times. That 40-yard time, that definitely needs to come down to the low 5s. So that's going to be one of the things that we want to work on. Flexibility as well is going to be key, so we need to work with his flexibility to help him increase his speed.